When it comes to NBA analysts and former players with opinions, there's quite a few of them that I just can't stand. But I gotta be honest, none of them make me facepalm as often as the former Wizards All-Star Gilbert Arenas, as just recently, he had possibly the most awful take that I've ever heard, and I simply can't ignore it. The one thing I will give him credit for is that when it comes to unpopular basketball opinions, it takes some huge balls to speak your mind this boldly. Speaking of which, I suggest you take care of yours, which is why today's video is brought to you by Manscaped, the brand trusted around the globe for men's grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped is a brand I've used and enjoyed for a while now, so today I'm excited to introduce you to their latest product, the Handyman, a new compact face shaver. The Handyman delivers a quick, close shave with a unique dual blade system, capable of handling up to 3 days worth of growth. This new shaver is airplane friendly and holds a charge up to 60 minutes. This makes it ideal for those quick business trips and date night. No matter if you're constantly on the go or just need a quick refresh, Manscaped has got you covered. Use my code ARNETT at checkout and get 20% off your purchase of the Handyman from Manscaped. So for those of you who are not in the know, let me quickly provide you with some context. Hakeem Olajuwon is a former NBA legend, and he was a 7-foot superstar who played in the NBA from 1984 until 2002. Hakeem had a lot of skills on the basketball court, but possibly his greatest skill was his stellar footwork, as he utilized it to give him an offensive advantage in the past. To this day, many people believe Hakeem Olajuwon had the greatest footwork of any player who's ever played. Because of this, many active players have sought out Olajuwon long after his retirement, as they look to learn from his teaching and apply it to their game. Now, after all this time, Hakeem Olajuwon decided to monetize these private workouts with NBA players, and is now charging $50,000 for a week of workouts. Now, this is hardly a newsworthy story. That is, until Gilbert Arenas made it one. Take a listen for yourself on what Arenas had to say about Olajuwon's 50K training sessions.
I'm sorry, but nobody doing it. All you old son, stand down. Nobody want the Hakeem Olajuwon skyhook. Nobody want none of that shit, all right? Let it go. 50,000, you should be ashamed of yourself. Charging these young whippersnappers 50, when you came in the league in 1984, you wasn't getting 50,000 a game. You trying to make your money back through the youth. Giannis. No, I'm all for trainers getting their money a week. You know how many big men we did? Hey, I'm blaming Hakeem Olajuwon for the reason we lost big men. The reason the 5 man is gone is because they go on the motherfuckers from the 90s and 80s learning they motherfucking moves. No, 50,000. Brook Lopez, you're good. Just go back to the basics, huh? You doing fine, Giannis. That. I'm sorry, Giannis, but I would not let you spend 50,000. 50,000? Come here. I teach you all that shit. Look. I got moves. I'm still simple. I got moves on top of moves. I don't even know. I got books on top of books on moves. I keep notes. What? For 45 grand, I give you the upgraded version. He ain't been good since the 90s. That means all the moves in the 2000, early 2000, he don't know. 2010, he don't know. 2020, he don't know. He don't know. Who the f you gonna do the moves on?
Okay, wow. Where do I even start? First off, I see nothing wrong with Hakeem Olajuwon charging 50 G's for private workouts to learn his footwork. That's pocket change for modern NBA players. Many people, including yours truly, believe that Hakeem had the best basketball footwork of any person to ever live. And based on the fact that all-star level players keep going to Hakeem for his teaching, tells me that he's pretty good at coaching it. Imagine being so arrogant and so entitled that you think that you should be getting private lessons from someone who is the best in the world at what they're teaching, completely free of charge. Hakeem is simply living by the wise motto,
if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Sure, $50,000 might sound like a lot to you and me, but you have to remember, this is a multimillionaire teaching other multimillionaires how to be better at what makes their millions. That's called an investment, Gilbert. Based on these facts, it's completely reasonable for Hakeem to charge this amount for his private time and energy. Second, I always find it ridiculous how people act like the players from past generations are so far removed from the modern game. I also find it funny that Gilbert acts like Hakeem Olajuwon's skills and moves are so outdated. Yet by the end of his rant, he's pleading for players to give him money for his own personal workout sessions. Hakeem's final season in the NBA was the 2001 to 2002 season, which also happened to be the rookie season for Gilbert Arenas. So not only was Hakeem around not that long before Arenas, but some of their careers even slightly overlapped. Yet this clown has the audacity to act like Olajuwon is some sort of ancient dinosaur with nothing to offer. By the same logic that Hakeem Olajuwon is outdated and irrelevant, Gilbert Arenas is also outdated and irrelevant. But here's the thing that's crazy to me. Acting like Hakeem's skills are not valuable to the modern game is one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard. Have we seriously become so okay with legalizing traveling in the NBA that solid footwork is now being considered outdated? Even most young fans of modern basketball don't agree with Arenas on his assessment, because if anything, Hakeem is usually the center who is often referred to as ahead of his time. Sure, some modern fans act like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain would struggle in the modern NBA, but who the hell says that about Hakeem? With his intelligence, his footwork, his mid-range shooting, his quickness, and with his remarkable athleticism, it's completely reasonable to assume that Olajuwon would have been one of the best players in the league even if he played in the modern game. Clearly his nickname Agent Zero was on point, as in zero brain cells. I honestly have to wonder, is he really so naive about NBA history that he's mixing up Hakeem Olajuwon with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Because at one point, he's making fun of the idea of Hakeem dominating the game with his skyhook shot. And although Hakeem did have a hook shot in his arsenal, most of his baskets were variations of face-up mid-range jumpers that translate perfectly well to the modern game. Now, as always, I'm sure there might be some people viewing this video wondering why we should listen to the opinion of this basketball YouTuber versus the opinion of the former NBA superstar. Well, the thing is, that thinking is flawed, because it isn't just the opinion of Arenas versus mine, but it's the opinion of Arenas versus the opinions of NBA legends, like LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and Carmelo Anthony. All of those players who were better than Arenas thought it was worth their time to get private lessons from the Dream in order to improve their game. In the cases of Kobe and LeBron, they sought out those private lessons after they had established themselves as MVPs and as an NBA champion. But again, don't listen to me, Kobe, and LeBron. Listen to the former star shot chucker who shot below league average efficiency from the field and from three throughout his career and never got past the second round of the playoffs. He's clearly the wise voice of basketball expertise that you all should listen to. Now listen, normally I don't go at a player or analyst this harshly, but the thing is, Arenas is one of those guys who's extremely disrespectful to former NBA players, and part of me wonders if he even believes the things he's saying, or if he's saying it just to bring attention to himself. If that's the case, then he certainly succeeded on that front. But the reality is, if a former player is gonna be saying some dumb stuff because he's a clout-seeking clown, then you best believe that I'm gonna call him a clown when it's time for me to share my take. I'm getting real tired of these disrespectful takes between older players and newer players in both directions. Without the older players, the game isn't as popular as it is today, affecting how well modern players are being paid. And without the newer players, all of the legends of the game just become forgotten has-beens from a league that's no longer popular or relevant. This negative energy towards each other is not something the game of basketball needs. But beyond the fact that he's being immensely disrespectful, he's also just flat out wrong on this take about Hakeem. And honestly, I think most of you guys in the comments will probably agree as well, whether you're young or old. So what do you guys think? What is the worst take you've ever heard from an NBA analyst or from an NBA player? I look forward to hearing your suggestions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.